I just want to tell you how much I love you and how proud I am to be your daughter. Not a day goes by that I don't count my blessings on who God gave me as parents and this whole wonderful family of ours. I treasure you both so much. You know, you two have shown so much example of how we should be in our lives, not only as a mother and a father, but as a husband and wife. You two have been each other's best friend and rock, and through thick and thin, you two make it work, and it looks great. So I wanted to thank you for always being so dedicated and putting our family first. That's one thing we always knew, was that us four children always had a safe place to fall when things weren't right. So thank you for all that, and thank you so much for loving and accepting Chris. You made him feel like another child. We've, been together a long time, so really he is. So thank you for that, and thank you for the example that you have been for Cassie and all the lessons that you have taught her, and you will for little Benjamin too. So please, let's take care of each other, and I'm so happy that y'all are finally putting your health first again. Back to the grindstone of exercise. That's a lesson that I need to learn. So thank you for everything. I love y'all so much, and I am so excited about us all being together to celebrate y'all's birthday. Y'all mean so much to me. I couldn't do life without you, and I look forward to hanging out with y'all every single time I'm with you. In fact, I'm always a little sad when I leave you, but I know it'll come soon. So I love y'all so much. Have a wonderful birthday. Mwah, mwah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday for Gigi and Papa. Happy birthday to you.
We love you so much. Wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
We wanted to wish you a happy birthday, Gigi and Papa. Thank you so much for all that you do for us and for your family.
And all you've done for me in the past, and teaching me how to snow ski.
And we
in
got
Colorado,
one, and we got a young one say happy
water
birthday.
ski at Callaway Gardens.
Say happy birthday.
And we love y'all so much. Can't wait to celebrate with you. Mwah. Bye.
So my favorite memories with Mom and Dad, well, obviously for me, Christmas. Magical for the last 51 years and still counting. How about porch time at Callaway Gardens? Always a favorite. Fishing, especially on my 12th birthday. I got a big boy rod and reel. It was brown, and Dad took me underneath the Clearwater Causeway to go fishing all night long. Got to stay up all night. Having a CB radio in our house. I was Touche Turtle. Dad was Huck Finn. And every night when he would leave Tampa to come home, he'd get on the radio, I'd get on the radio, and we'd talk till he got home. When he got home was another favorite memory, which was family dinner, which always ended with, I enjoyed my dinner, may I please be excused? There was the Heathkit TV that Dad built, and he had a long orange rod that was his remote control, and he could poke the 4 little buttons to turn the channels and the volume and such. But more important than just the TV itself is I think I spent probably 1,000 hours sitting on the couch in front of that TV scratching Mom's head. Then there's the Bucks. They played at the old Sombrero, and Dad got season tickets in '76, and he and I used to go to every home game. Homosassa, weekends at Homosassa, another great memory. And then when I got a little older, it was weekends in Tampa, because Mom and Dad would go to Homosassa and leave us in Tampa. Now, I always thought I was getting away with something, but later I realized that it was Mom and Dad who were getting away for a little something. The original 6 weekends in North Carolina, great memories every year. The Mama Cass, scalloping and cleaning scallops on our back porch in Mineola. The big green tub filled with scallops, and while they were cleaning the scallops, Dad always had a cold can of beer, and we occasionally got to take a sip out of it. Mom teaching me how to write in cursive. That was a big memory in my life. Having a bedroom closet filled with gunpowder and shot. Not all kids get to grow up like that. Mom driving me to the bank on Gulf to Bay, or taking me with her when she went to the bank on Gulf to Bay. I still don't know why that's a huge memory in my life, but it is. Always brings a big smile to my face. Speaking of Mom and driving in cars, another 1,000+ hours going back and forth to Clearwater Country Club. And did I mention Christmas? Love you guys.
Hi, Granny and Papa. First off, I just want to say I'm so sorry and I'm so sad that I can't be there this weekend to see you guys and to celebrate, but I hope it was an amazing surprise and that you guys are having the best time, so happy 80th birthday. My favorite memory with you guys would definitely be going to Homosassa on the weekends to see you and to have some of Granny's amazing cooking, of course, but also to go on boat rides and have the manatees swim close to the boat and possibly being able to pet them. And my lesson learned from you guys would be to always be so giving, because you guys were so giving to us and it's opened up a world of opportunities. For example, studying in London this semester, I would not have been able to do this without you, and I just thank you so much for it. Honestly, you guys are the best grandparents in the world, and I wish I could be there tonight, but thank you so much for everything, and happy birthday.
Granny and Papa, there are so many lessons and memories that I have taken from y'all that will last me a lifetime. I'll remember when I was at golf camp with Granny and Papa and Alan and Lansley, and we were watching Payne Stewart win a major championship. I remember watching Papa get so excited, and I really had no idea what was going on except for we were cheering for the man with the weird pants and hat, and he won it. And it was so exciting being there with y'all watching that happen. I also remember with Granny that it is never too late to have a ham biscuit. You can wake up at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., or even noon, and there will always be a ham biscuit ready for you. One of the most important things is some of the lessons that you've taught me. The most important to me being always go for what you love and always do what you want to do for the rest of your life and love doing it. No matter if it's conventional, unconventional, you have always stood behind me and my decisions and where I wanted to go in life, and that has always been such an important and amazing thing to me. So thank you both so much for letting me do what I love, and hopefully that you see that I love what I'm doing, and thank you so much.
Hi, Granny and Papa. Happy birthday. I'm sorry I can't be there this weekend to celebrate with you, but I can't wait to see you for Christmas. So there's really just so many favorite memories that I have with you, but I'll just choose one in particular that was funny. You were visiting us, and it was around your birthday, so we made you a birthday cake, and it was covered in powdered sugar. So we went out and had dinner at Pipo's, this Cuban restaurant near our school, and when y'all blew out the candles, the powdered sugar blew up into your faces because we didn't really factor in you having to blow out the candles and what would happen. So you were covered in powdered sugar. But you handled it well, and the cake was delicious, and we had a good birthday. So that's my one of many favorite memories with you. For important lessons that I've learned from you. Again, like the memories, I think that there's so many to choose from. Everybody at this celebration with you, I think, can speak to hundreds of lessons that they've learned from you over the years. But some of the most important ones. One, I think, is the importance of good Southern cooking, Granny in particular. I don't know how you do it, Granny, but every food you make, I think, is so good, and there's something that you're able to put into the food that maybe it happens when you become a grandmother that makes it that much better. And through your chicken mess or chicken and dressing, sorry, Granny, I feel like I've been able to share a little bit of Southern culture around the world with me, and I've made it for my friends in lots of different places. And it's always a great way to bring people together and share a little bit of myself and my family and heritage with them. Another important lesson, and more serious, I guess, is you teach generosity and respect and kindness, not just by saying it, but by acting it. And I think that all of your family, all your grandchildren can attest to this and speak to this. And through this generosity and respect that you give, you've been able to really give me so much and teach me so much and allowed me to have this great, wonderful world that I've been able to create. And I really, really appreciate this, and I'm so thankful and grateful for these lessons that you've taught me. I love you so much. Happy birthday.
So what's the most important lesson I ever learned from Mom and Dad? Well, this is one, is the anticipation of waiting for Dad to get home to spank you with a belt is much worse than the actual spanking itself. But I'm not sure that's what they wanted in the tribute video. So in that vein, I have to go with, hey, what I learned from my parents is, as parents, you never stop loving and supporting your kids, no matter how awful they are. And I was awful. I mean, come on. At 5 years old, I am breaking Jamaica Cola glass bottles all over our front yard just to see that I could. And at 8 years old, I'm getting Mom to teach me how to write cursive by spelling her name in cursive. Wink, wink. At 12, I'm sneaking out of the house only to be brought home by the cops at 2 a.m. At 18, I'm using school and food money to, let's just say, get into illegal things, and we'll leave it there. And obviously it never stopped after that. I'm 52 and I'm still doing all these dumb things. But no matter how dumb I was and how disappointed they may be in things that I was doing, they never, ever, ever stopped loving me and supporting me and being there for me. And now it's easy for me to follow your lead because I have perfect kids. They're perfect angels. Anyway, so let me end with a little story of love and support. When I was in high school, Dad got called in to the dean's office to have a meeting with me and the dean and a teacher of mine who was accusing me of something. And I don't even remember what that was, but we get in there and talking back and forth, and finally Dad just stops everyone and he looks at my teacher and says, "I think you have mental problems and you should seek counseling." And of course, I'm sitting back there going like, woohoo, way to go, Dad. But I mean, inside, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, we obviously the meeting quickly ends and we go outside. Dad's driving me home. We get in the car and he looks at me and he says, "Hey, look, I know you're not cleaning this thing and you're probably just as much fault as your teacher is in this, but in a meeting like that, I will always have your back." And that was huge to me. But as I look back, my parents have always had my back, have always supported me and always loved me. So thank you for always loving and supporting me. And thank you for being the absolute best parents anyone could ever ask for. I love you.
Hi, Granny and Papa. Happy birthday. The big 80. I'm so happy to be here and celebrating with you guys. I hope that you actually were surprised because this has been in the works for quite some time now. And I'm so happy to be here with you guys. One of my absolute favorite memories, I mean, there's plenty to choose from, going to Florida or going to Callaway or anything like that, and so many experiences. One of my favorite parts of Callaway with Granny would probably be her having to hide the delicious chocolate cake from us so we didn't all finish it in one sitting in the very first day. And for Papa, I think it would be going on the hunting trip when I was a little girl. And we found out during that trip that I was not a hunter, so I did not go again. But it was very meaningful to be the only owl girl ever to have gone. And the greatest life lesson that you guys have given us is to follow your dreams, and really you can achieve anything. You guys have worked so hard in your lifetime and pursued so many things, and that has given us so many opportunities, and I am so thankful for that because we are now all chasing our dreams, and doing that is the most amazing thing and the greatest lesson that you've ever given us and the greatest blessing that you have ever given us. So I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Happy 80th birthday. I love you.
So happy birthday, Papa and Granny. You two love birds, 80 years old. We're so excited to be here and celebrating with you. Trying to get to a lifetime of memories and lessons is just too hard to do in 2.5 minutes, but here goes. You know, one of my favorite memories that Beth and I have is when we would be walking through the house and Granny would be rocking either Bruce or Amy because they were still babies, and Granny could, without breaking stride, jump on us in the midst of her song. She'd do something like, "Hush, little baby, don't you cry. I know 2 kids who are gonna die. If you wake this baby up, I'm gonna beat both your butts." And we would just laugh and giggle and get out of there as quick as we could and try not to wake one of the babies up. You know, I remember family dinners with having the blessing, and it always would start with Beth accusing Bruce of not having washed his hands. They were hot, and so he didn't wash them. I can remember watching TV when Bruce was kind of being potty trained, and you'd hear come ripping through the house the little kid yelling, "Come wipe the prize." Saturday morning cartoons with a boatload of fried toast and peanut butter was just the best thing ever. And maybe then one of the biggest lessons I remember is I was a senior in high school, feeling my oats, you know, really strong, and on the wrestling team, on the football team, and Papa and I were out wrestling in the front yard, and Granny was kind of on us for not to be doing that, and I finally got the best of him. And just as I was going in for the pin, he whips around and catches me in the nose with his elbow. Splat, blood everywhere. Oh my gosh, he just, you know, it just took the starch right out of me. And I said, "Papa, why'd you do that?" And he said, "Well, I just want you to know, if your own dad will do that to you, just think what the rest of the world will do." I remember that. Anyway, I love you too. Happy birthday.
Hey, Granny and Papa. just want to say happy birthday and recognize favorite memory with you. So I know with Papa, it actually comes down to our Bolivia trip when there was a pile of doves almost up to my shoulders. So most of them coming from him at that point in time. So I definitely have to recognize that moment. For Granny, my favorite memory is actually at the Dillard house on our way to golf camp, where she had lined her purse with Ziploc bags at this all-you-can-eat so that we could eat Dillard house food for the rest of the week. So that in itself has to be the funniest moment I've ever shared with Granny, and it makes sense because she's amazing. And then a lesson that I've learned from both of you has been to appreciate everything that you have and everything that you've been given. I continuously do so, and I recognize that I lived such a wonderful life because of you. It wouldn't have been possible for any of this family to actually enjoy half of the things that we have unless you were so giving. And so thank you for all that you've done throughout my whole life, and I can't wait to celebrate your birthdays with you. So happy birthday.
One of the most important lessons that we've learned from Al and Cassie is that hole-in-ones are rewarded to the most generous and disciplined golfers.
And one of my favorite memories is hearing Al and Cassie talk about their decision to start a family while Al attended Georgia Tech compliments of the GI Bill.
Happy birthday!
80th birthday! How exciting that we're all here together and with the people that you are and the family that you've put together. Like, who can say that? Look at all these people around you that came for your party and came to show you how much they love you. And I'm certainly one of those people. And I just want to thank you both for accepting me into this family, just like I was one of your own, and really embracing me and loving me and just making me feel like a part. So thank you so much for that. And you know, I wanted to share a couple memories and certainly some things that are near and dear to my heart about the two of you. And I have to say, Cassie, one of my first memories was where I really realized how young at heart you were, was at your house in Hemasasso when you had that dancing candy cane, I think it was, and you would turn it on and do that jig, and we all did a video of you and we put it on Facebook, and I don't know, I think it got 1 million hits in one day because it just showed how young at heart you are. And for both of you, that really age is just a number. It's about how you feel about yourself and how you make other people feel. And certainly, Cassie, you make people feel very loved and very appreciated and listened to. You're a great listener and you give wonderful advice. So I appreciate that. And Papa, you know, memories with you. We've certainly done a little bit of golf and a lot more fishing than we have golf. And that's only because my golf game stinks and I'm embarrassed to go out and golf anymore. But certainly fishing, we've had a great time. And my fondest memory of you fishing was when you caught that monster snook up in Turpin Springs with Captain Saki. And I tried to follow with my monster snook that decided to wrap around a mangrove, and I jumped out of the boat. I lost my cell phone, had no pictures of my fish to show for it. But what I did know was that when we got my fish into the boat, it was about 3 inches shorter than yours. So my monster snook was not nearly the monster yours was. And that tends to be the way it is when you and I fish. But it's always fun to go fishing with you, and that's just always going to be great memories, and I hope we make a lot more. And really the lesson from the two of you is just about, you know, that age is really not anything other than a number, and it's how you feel in your heart, and to enjoy life and embrace life and take advantage of the days that you have and to the fullest, and with the people you want to be with. And I'm just so thankful that you want to be with me and that you've accepted me. And so I'm here to say happy 80th. Love you both, and just thank you so much for putting together and creating the family that you have that's just so full of love and open arms. Thanks again. Many more birthdays.
Hey Mom and Dad, happy 80th birthday. I just wanted to send you this to tell you how much I love you and appreciate you. I have so many wonderful memories growing up. Home of Sassa, going out fishing, catching shark, bringing them home for Boku to play with. Swimming and snorkeling in the springs. Of course, you, the two of you, dancing and singing in the house all the time. I always think about that. You definitely pass that love of song and dance to your kids and grandkids. And of course, the holidays. You always made Christmas and every holiday so special for us. I thank God every day that He chose the two of you to be my parents. I am so blessed to have you guys in my life. You have taught us so much as children growing up and still today as adults. I love you so much. I miss you, and I'll see you soon. Happy birthday. Love ya. Bye.
Hey, Granny and Papa. Wishing you a happy birthday from 32,000 feet. Sorry I can't be there, but I gotta be at work. Sharing some good memories, a lot of good memories, but definitely Granny's cooking. Sending me chicken mess when I was on my own, you know, so it still felt like Thanksgiving. And driving around with Papa having strawberry milkshakes from McDonald's, listening to Les Mis. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll try to visit as soon as I can. Love you guys. Bye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Granny and Papa. Happy birthday to you. Love you. Mwah.
What do you need to do? Party?
Maybe party.
Show me. How are you gonna? Oh, dancing girls.
We're dancing with no music. It makes no sense.